I asked you guys what your favorite sceneries were, and unlike the hero skin polls, none of these were even close. So because there are an odd amount of sceneries, we gotta start out with the Clashy Construct scenery versus the Epic Winter scenery, and then we'll move to our normal bracket. The Epic Winter scenery beat the Clashy Construct scenery with the 78% to 22%. So the Epic Winter scenery moves on to face Hog Mountain. And again, the Epic Winter scenery got 64%. The Hog Mountain scenery got knocked out with only 36%. And if you want a chance to vote in the next poll that I do, make sure you click that subscribe button. Next was the Pumpkin Graveyard scenery versus the Jungle scenery. This was the biggest win out of all the sceneries. Not at all surprising, the Pumpkin Graveyard scenery got 87% to 13% for the Jungle scenery. Obviously, because the Jungle scenery is a free scenery that you get at Town Hall 14 and is not nearly as cool as the Pumpkin Graveyard scenery. Next is the Pirate scenery versus the 9th Clashiversary scenery. The Clashiversary scenery got 73%, the Pirate scenery only got 27%. The 9th Clashiversary scenery moves on to the next round. The final part of the first bracket is the Epic Jungle scenery versus Inferno Town, both great sceneries, but the Epic Jungle scenery takes 2/3 of the votes and beats the Inferno Town scenery with a 67 to 33%. Now we're moving on to the semi-finals. First two sceneries are the Epic Winter scenery versus the Pumpkin Graveyard scenery. And the Epic Winter scenery gets knocked out by the Pumpkin Graveyard scenery, who got a 65%, and the Epic Winter only got 35%. The Pumpkin Graveyard scenery moves on to the finals and will face the winner of the 9th Clashiversary scenery versus the Epic Jungle scenery. The 9th Clashiversary scenery crushes the Epic Jungle scenery with a 78% to only 22%. Now the Pumpkin Graveyard scenery goes against the 9th Clashiversary scenery in the final showdown of all the sceneries. The Pumpkin Graveyard scenery comes out on top with a 72% to a 28% for the 9th Clashiversary scenery. All these sceneries have tons of Easter eggs, and I pointed them all out in this playlist right here.